Hello everyone, this is Gani Celzo and welcome to my channel. Today we will be learning two strategies on how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. Let's have example number 1. Find the sum of the fractions 1/4 and 2/5. So first let us use the traditional method. The first step in doing this method is to find the smallest common multiple of denominators 4 and 5. So the multiples of 4 would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on. And for the multiples of 5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. So we know that 20 is the least common multiple of these two fractions. So using the LCM 20, the next thing that we need to do is to rewrite the fractions with denominators 20. Which means that if the first fraction has a denominator of 5, to get 20, we need to multiply this by 5. So we need to multiply the numerator also by 5. So 1 times 5 is 5, and 4 times 5 is 20. Doing the same thing with the second fraction. The second fraction has a denominator of 5, so we need to multiply this by 4 and this by 4. So the second fraction is equivalent to 8/20. And when adding two fractions with the same denominator, now we simply keep the same denominator 20, and we just add 5 plus 8. And 5 plus 8 is 13. So the answer is 13/20. So I think the challenge for the traditional method is actually getting the LCM. Sometimes it's difficult to find the LCM of two denominators. Now let's have the new method, and we will call this Gandhis Method. So for my method, what we need to do is you multiply 1 times 5, and that gives us 5. Next, we need to multiply 4 times 2, and that is 8. For the denominator, we need to multiply the 4 and the 5. So that is 20. Again, we just multiply 1 and the 5, which is 5. We multiply 4 and 2, that's an 8. And for denominator, we multiply 4 times 5. So that's why the answer for this problem is 13/20. So instead of getting the LCM, rewriting the fractions as equivalent fractions, this is a lot easier to do. Agree? Now let us answer question number 2 using Gandhis Method. So using my method, the first thing that we need to do is multiply 2 and the 8, which is 16. Now we need to multiply 3 and 1, which is 3. And for the denominator, we need to multiply 3 times 8, and that gives us 24. So the answer for this question is 19/24. Easy, right? For question number 3, we will use Gandhis method in subtracting two fractions, 1/2 minus 3/7. So the same method, what we need to do is multiply first the 1 times 7, and that gives us 7. It's a minus, so we put minus. And then we need to do 3 times 2, that is 6. What is the denominator? 14, right? Because we need to multiply 7 times 2, so that is 14. Simplifying this further, 7 minus 6 is 1. Denominator is 14. And it's simple as that. Question 4. Find the difference between 3/10 and 2/9. So using Gandhis method, we will multiply first 3 times 9, and that is 27. Minus, we need to do 10 times 2, which is 20. And for the denominator, we need to multiply 10 times 9, and that is 90. So in this problem, 27 minus 20 is 7, and we have 90. So the answer is 7 over 90. Example number 5. Simplify 4/5 plus 5 over 6. So using Gandhis method, what we need to do is multiply 4 times 6, which is 24. 5 times 5, that gives us 25. And denominator is 30. We need to multiply the 5 times 6. So now this is 49 over 30. Since it is an improper fraction, then we need to change it into a mixed number. How many 30s can go into 49? Once, right? And that remainder is 19. So 19 over 30. Again, 30 can go into 49 once, and there's a remainder of 19. So the answer is 1 and 19 over 30. So now that we have compared the traditional method and Gandhis method, which one you think is easier? I hope that you learned something from my video today. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.